This vehicle right here could change the industry. I ain't joking about that. This new vehicle that is coming to the market, not only is this vehicle customizable, smaller than most vehicles out on the market now, but it only will cost you $20,000 for the base model. And I gotta say, I'm totally for it. Now, obviously, we only know a little bit about it right now, and I gotta say, this came out of nowhere. I saw this the other day, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. As a person that drove a 2002 Silverado 1500, I like smaller trucks. Don't get me wrong, big trucks are cool, but sometimes, if you're just looking for a truck, you have to go with those big models. But there's not anything that's small enough that you can still drive around and enjoy. And I think that's going to change. With this new vehicle that is dropping, I honestly feel like this might be something that people are going to get behind. Now, the thing is, if you're for gas-powered cars, this isn't for you. This is an electric car, and it might, maybe it'll change your mind. So the company is called Slate. So we're going to look at some of the photos. We're going to look at, there's a lot that you can do with this truck. Not only can you purchase customizable parts for the vehicle, you can also get customizable parts. Like, you can make your own customizable parts for it. Now, the biggest red flag to me before we get into anything is, how cheap is this going to be? What I mean by that is the material that they're using going to be cheap? So right here, I have an article from Car and Driver. It is a compact electric pickup truck that will have a sticker for less than $27,000 or under $20,000 with the federal EV tax. You're paying under $30,000. Now, obviously, if you do customize it, it's probably going to go over that. Keep that in mind. But this is what the truck looks like. It's not huge. It is a very small truck. It's not big. It is very tiny. Now, that's the back of to it. I think that's basically the SUV model. Now, I don't see anywhere where you could probably get more doors. So if you're kind of into like a 4-door sedan, it might not be the one for you. So this is kind of the inside. Now, basically the reason why they are able to cut it back down to about as cheaply as they can make it is because they're taking out all of the expensive things. They're taking out the big screens. They're taking out the heated seats. They're taking out the self-driving. They're taking out literally everything that most companies are adding into these new models, these new cars, which to me, I have a 2016 Jeep Cherokee, and the only thing I really use that is new, I would say, is my heated seats in the winter, just because they're usually kicked on, and sometimes I do kick them on, and the fact that I like to hook up to Bluetooth. Now, I am looking right now, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Editor, can you zoom in here? Do you guys see it? It has an old school crank wheel. So I'm kind of curious if you could possibly get a powered version, or if it's just going to be base bones. You have to crank it. I'm fine for that, but I'm just wondering. And then obviously it does have a shorter bed. Now, I was seeing this. It doesn't look like there's a window here. So would I have to buy a cap for the back of the bed? Or is there a window that will be there, a flap that I can put there? Because that would be a big concern if my back is just open. Because obviously they have to have that no window there if you want to add in the back compartments of it. Here's the biggest thing I hate about trucks nowadays is they're built for basically hauling. They're a working truck at the end of the day. There's no just a regular truck that I liked my 2002 Silverado because I didn't need something big. I really didn't. And if I needed to haul something, like I was moving something or I needed to throw some wood in the back. So it is nice to have a compact, smaller truck. I don't know why companies want to just keep making bigger trucks. I mean, they do. They want to charge you more. I mean, here's the back of what it would look like for if you have seats and stuff. Now, like I said, it does kind of look like here, if we're examining it, it does look like it kind of is just the flat bed. So if we go back up to this, it looks like it's meeting the seats here. So this probably comes up, it would be my guess. And then the seats come here. That looks small. That looks like you might not have a lot of room though. Obviously, if you're probably getting the truck, you're getting the truck. You're not getting the SUV. But again, I wonder would I have to do something different? I love the design of this Slate. I will say it's super simple. It's basic as hell, but I like it. I'm more into the square body trucks. I love the square body trucks. I think they're really cool. I know it's kind of got some roundness to it, but to me, I hate the freaking newer trucks because they add so much girth to it, I guess is the best way to say, that it just doesn't look good. And I kind of like this. It's simple, it's rounded, not too rounded, it's still got that boxy style, and I just love it. So there's no audio or interface system, no sound system. Every truck comes standard with a holder that allows your phone to perform these duties. The accessory division offers an in-dash speaker and a tablet holder for those looking for better audio quality. That's probably going to be one of the main things people are adding, or maybe they're just throwing a speaker in there. But it has a 201 horsepower rear motor, a 45 kilowatt net compatibility. Battery pack comes standard and ought to net around about 150 miles of range. Need more than upgrade to approximately the 75 watt net compatibility pack that offers an estimate of 240, which people might do that too. Just give them a little extra range. This is what the inside looks like. Again, you're not really spending a lot of time in your car unless you're driving. Like your job requires you to drive. But to me, sometimes you don't need all those extra bells and whistles. Like as long as I can listen to music, sometimes I like to have the map. I will say like that's a function I like, but I kind of like just a simple vehicle. Now, there are some stuff that you can do with this car that are very, very cool. So we're going to switch over and look at the personalize your Slate truck. So here we have the base model, basically just what it's going to look like. So you got the starter pack. So body style, you have the basic truck. So this is going to be your SUV. So you can have like just the square top. This is what it's going to look like for the SUV model. And obviously you can see the seats in there. So I'm assuming that if you buy the regular truck, you can't get like a row of seats. Maybe I'm wrong because it kind of, again, looks like there's something that you can add here. So maybe you can add the seats in here. Obviously, that's something down the road that we will probably figure out when we have more information. And then you can make it like kind of like a little hatchback, which is kind of cool. So you can have the seats in this one too. So if you want a smaller trunk space, it looks like, and a more of a rounded back to it, you can also go with a fastback, I guess is what it's called. Color wraps, obviously we have a lot of different colors. We have a white. So these are all the colors you can get. Customized wrap, you could probably put that, go in here and edit it, do what you need to do. Some panels you can add as well. So we have the roof. Okay, so this is the roof. Change the roof just to be a different color. You have the front little grill. Change that color. You can get the back a different color. Oh, looks like you can get this and this a different color. And I like this. I like the fact that it gives you a little bit more personality, which I kind of wish more companies did this. I don't know why companies just like decided we're going to basically just make the same vehicle. Everybody's going to have like a different vehicle at the end of the day. Like, so if I wrap this, for example, in a multicolored vehicle, maybe I say, let's make it look like the Jurassic vehicle, the Jurassic Park vehicle. Not a lot of people are going to have the same vehicle. Some might have speakers, some don't have speakers. So I think that is very, very cool. You can also add decals. So you can add like stripe, which I think is very cool. A lot of personality. I did not realize that you can do quite a bit. Oh, so this is like side stuff you can add. So if you want to add racing stripes, oh, that's sick. Should I buy this and put the Harp logo on this? You can also add like a roof rack. So if you have an SUV, you can have like a roof rack. Now, obviously, it does show it on the truck too, or at least it looks like it shows it on the truck. So if you want to obviously put some stuff on the roof, you can do that as well. Like I think a lot of people are going to like this just because it's so customizable. And I want to stand out. Okay, interior. What can we change in the interior? Curious. So we got the door. You can add like a little stripe down the side. Middle console. You can kind of change it to a slight black or a brown. I kind of like the black. I think that looks sick. They're probably going to add more customizable things that you can do down the road, definitely with newer models. So there's always going to be probably some more stuff that they can do with it. You can add power windows. So we did find that out. So if you want power windows, you can add it. If you don't want power windows, it probably adds the crank. All right, dashboard. We can change some of the dashboard. I kind of like that accent color. So I'd probably do something like that, getting a little accent color. Let's kind of see what the audio and tech are going to run us. So front, left, and right interface speakers. We have extended speaker, which is down here. Bring your own speaker mount, so you can bring your own. This one is a steering wheel Bluetooth control, which I don't really care too much about, if I'm being honest. So I would definitely probably throw a regular speaker on. I think that's it. I think that's all the stuff that you can customize in it. That's everything that I want. Now, let's check to see. If I go to summary, will it show me how much it is? So if I go to reserve, it's probably just going to tell me that put in your email. Yeah. So I can't like reserve it, or I can't at least see what the price is like, which is kind of a little bit stupid. I wanted to see how much it would cost though, adding stuff in, because obviously the speakers are probably going to be a little bit expensive, unless you just go with just the basic, just put your own in there, which you could do. And then I wonder, like, the back cap, if you go with the SUV, obviously some of the little stuff, like if you wrap it, it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive. So with other cars, you pick your color when you buy it. That's it. With Slate, you can pick your color whenever and change it whenever. It's the first vehicle of its kind designed to be easily wrapped. And wrap kits will start around $500, so it's easy on the wallet. Go wild or not, it's up to you. So yeah, even if you basically purchase the truck or SUV, you can wrap it whenever. Which, so right there, it tells you about 500. So that's not horrible. That's pretty decent, I would say. Bring the app you know and love to create the experience you want. Instead of bulky, distracting, and quick, outdated I can't even speak now. Heat and air conditioning are included. No need to bring your own fan. Buy your accessories and get them delivered fast and install them yourself with easy how-to videos in the Slate U or our contact hub. Don't want to go the DEI route? A Slate authorized partner can come and do it for you, which I think is cool too, that you can do it yourself or you can have someone else do it, which I don't know if I would do it myself. I'd be a little worried that I probably would break something up. But again, like if it has videos and stuff, again, wrapping it, I would probably still have someone professionally do it because I feel like I would epically mess it up. And then that's $500 down the drain. But I want to know though, again, if I have the basic truck down the road, if I want the SUV, so let's say I have kids and I want to upgrade where I have the back, add-on. Can I add it? That's the only thing I'm wondering. Most cars are built for what you need today. A Slate is made for what you need now and in the future. So when life gets bigger or bruiser, it is also still fit. It's the first vehicle of its kind designed to transform easily from a 2-seater truck to a 5-seater SUV and back. Okay, so I answered kind of the question. So you can kind of change it back and forth, which is cool. And that's just one of the countless ways that you can adapt your Slate to whatever you need, even if you don't know you need it yet. And I wonder, could they do this with a van? Could they do this with a car? Could they do this with a sports car? Because honestly, that might change the game for sports cars even. Like you can add a spoiler. You can maybe change the grill. Because you know how many people buy like sporty cars and customize them to their own liking? I think that would be pretty cool too. We'll have to obviously wait and see. They're reserving trucks right now, so we don't even know what it's going to be like. So I'm curious to see what they do with this. I'm excited to see what they do with this, and we'll have to keep on waiting. But let me know if you guys kind of like this style of videos, if you guys want me to look more at upcoming cool cars. I'm huge into cars. I love old school muscle cars. I love a lot of some of the newer stuff they're doing. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this and want me to do more of this style of video. Love to hear in the comments down below. Don't forget, if you guys are excited for the Slate, to hit that subscribe button. If you just like Brady Harp, you should also hit that subscribe button. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy.